start the new year off. And again, happy 2020, fellas. This is our time to money up. I wish you guys more money. More money, more money, more money. Right? So I said, let me come to you guys and tell y'all the situation that I find myself in and see what you all would do. So if you get a chance after you listen to this video, please, please, please go to the comment and tell me what you would do. All right? Because I got a few days to really make a decision on which way I'm going to go with this thing. So here's the dilemma that I find myself in. All right? Now keep in mind, I'm a law-abiding citizen now. You know, I did my debt to society back in my youth when I was a gangbanger and, you know, self-proclaimed badass. So since then, that was 35, almost 40 years ago. So now I'm legit taxpayer, you know, work fingers to the bone, don't bother nobody, keep to myself, you know, credit is good, money in the bank, you know, got my own vehicle, I don't need for nothing. So, as y'all know, I spend probably 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks on the road at a time. I'm only back home maybe a day or so at a time, and then I leave right back out. Because remember, no wife, so that makes a happy life. You know, my son is grown, 23 in the Navy, so he got his own money. He's doing well. So I'm free to just go. No girlfriend, none of that. Just moving around. So because of that, I'm not around to really get my mail, you know, on a consistent basis. So what I said was that I was going to have all my mail sent over to my mother's house. And, excuse me, when I'm in town for my little day and a half or whatever, I'll run by there, spend time with her, see my nieces, my great nieces and my great nephews, and, you know, visit with her, pick up my mail, and get back on the road. Because that way I got somebody that can collect my mail, so anything that come by there that's important, you know, I can make sure that it's secure. So I told you guys once before that I was working on my credit. I started 3 years ago, so my credit is good now. And I had gotten this program called it's called Self Lender. It's an app, and what you do is you go into the app, you register for it, and they'll take out a loan. They basically give you a loan for I think $1,500 or $1,600 or something like that, and they put it into a CD, and then you hook up your bank account to the app, and then they take out like $154 every month for 12 months. And at the end of that, at each month that they're taking out, they report positively on your credit, all 3 credit bureaus every month. So this helps boost your score. And at the end of the 12-month contract period, you get the money back, right? Plus any interest that accrued during that time. So now I took this program out a year ago, and you know, I just lost track of time. I just make sure I got some money in that account, but that's like my you know, in case shit happened, fund. So I was letting the money being taken out of that. I was just making sure that I put enough money in there every month to cover those reoccurring transactions. So when I thought about it, I'm like, I looked at that account and I realized they had taken out a payment since October. So I'm like, oh, well, I should be, you know, probably giving them a call to get them to send me the check so I could take it. I was going to put it into the market and grab me some stocks. So I called them up and they said the check was sent out the latter part of October of 2019. So I'm like, okay, fine. I didn't get it. because I've been over my mama's house a couple times since then. Well, let me see, since the 19th. No, matter of fact, I haven't, because me and her, we wasn't seeing eye to eye, because, you know, she just tend to say stuff that she truly don't mean, and I get sick of it. So I just stopped talking to her for a few months to let stuff cool down. So I wasn't talking to her during this little particular period. The latter part of last year, October, November, December. So I haven't talked to her. I haven't talked to her since September. So my mail been stacking up. She's been sending me not emails, but text messages saying that my mail is there. So I had intentions to go, but I've been so busy. You know, I went to Africa. My truck been broke. You know, I've been going all over the country. So I've been busy. I ain't really had a chance to get over there. So I said, well, you know, I'm gonna probably be taking a few more weeks before I get a chance to get over there. So I just called the company back and told them, can they cancel that check and just reissue another one and send it to my P.O. box, because the P.O. box is about a job. So when I come in to drop off a dirty tank to be clean, I can just swing right by the post office and grab my mail, which that's been working out, you know, wonderfully. Especially if I do like orders on Amazon or whatever, I pick them up over there and I ain't got to worry about it, you know. So I called the company back and they told me that the check has been cashed. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna just be quiet for a second. Let that sink in. All right, the check has been cashed, is what the lady told me. And I'm like, how the hell could the check be cashed when I never seen the check? I never even took possession of the check. And she said, well, she don't understand, but it shows in their records that the check has been cashed. So I told her, I said, well, I didn't cash it. So she said, well, you want to take out a fraud claim? I'm like, absolutely, right? So I don't know, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what happened, you know, who could possibly do this? Then I sent my mother a text saying that somebody over there, or somebody around, the neighbors or somebody around there, has got a hold of my check and has cashed it. And the bank is running a trace. And when they find out who did it, they're gonna get the police involved, because I mean it was $1,800. That ain't, you know, it ain't a million, but it ain't nothing to sneeze at either. 1,800, that's quite a bit. So I'm sure the bank, when they find out who did it, they're gonna want to, you know, press charges or whatever. But that's complete fraud. I didn't touch it. You know, I'm not into that. I make good money, so I have no reason to be committing fraud. So I was just putting her on notice so she could start doing, you know how women are very good at investigative work. So she could start, you know, trying to figure out what happened. You know, was it my brother over there? Because my brother's, you know, he on drugs, so maybe he was over there, grabbed the mail when she wasn't looking, and he did it. So that's what I'm thinking, what happened? And, you know, of course, he on drugs, so we don't get along, period. We don't talk, we don't do nothing. So that's what I'm thinking it was, because anytime some stuff has ever came up missing, he was always around. You know, he's taking a lot of stuff from me. The only reason why I haven't, you know, did anything harmful to him, because I realized that he's on drugs and I'll be in the wrong, because I'm not. You know, I'm sober-minded. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't be a gap in your work history. So yeah, you got it together toward the latter part of your life, you know, towards your 40s, late 30s, 40s, and 50s. No, let's see, 40s, 50s, and 60s. She got it together. So 30 years she basically been working, right? After we all got grown and you couldn't, you know, get anything from the government no more. Now you got to go out and work. So 30 years she been working. And I told her, just based off of the numbers, like, you know, you probably need to continue working, even if it's on a part-time basis, because you're going to run out of money. I know you think that little Social Security or whatever is going to be enough, but I'm telling you, it's not. You know, she believed the hype, you know, about the TV and then, oh, you got to retire at 60-something, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Mom, I don't care what they say on the TV. You ain't worked long enough. So she just was emphatic about she retired no matter what. It's got to be enough money, blah, 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 blah. 4 or 5 months after retirement, here she come calling me talking about she needs some money. And I told her, you know, she don't never pay me back. She ain't paid me back one red penny that I've ever given her in my 53 years on the planet. So if I know if I give her some money, I don't expect it back. Even though she says she gonna pay me, she never pays me. So now I'm at the point where, okay, you didn't want to listen to sound advice, okay? You didn't want to listen to sound advice, so now you're on your own. I'm not going to be coming up the rear trying to save you. When I was telling you 5 years before your retirement, every year I was telling her, like, let's sit down and come up with a budget. So in your retirement, it'll go smooth. Other than that, you're going to be in trouble. She didn't want to do it. Just didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it, right? The age gap thing. So she's thinking, you know, by me being younger, keep in mind, I'd have been to college. I'd have been all over the world. I'd have had all kind of businesses. I'd have had all kind of jobs. I'd have had 20-some cars. I'd have had buildings, 15 units, 5 units, 3 units, 4 units. I'd have had houses. I'd have had all kind of stuff. Been married twice, right? All around the world. This woman ain't never been outside of our general community in Chicago. Don't have a driver's license. Never been on a plane, right? No hobbies. Never had a business. Never finished high school because she got pregnant with me in high school, so she never went back. Okay? We're only 15 years apart. So I don't look at her as a mommy figure. She's more like a big sister. You know what I mean? To me, that's the relationship we pretty much have, as a big sister. And so now that she done took my money, and she wasn't, because she definitely wasn't a good mom. You know, my childhood was fucking terrible. I had a few good moments that I could think back and like, okay, but majority of it, man, it's lucky I'm a strong individual. I was able to put that shit behind me when I got actually when I went to penitentiary at 17, I put it behind me then. I realized, okay, I can't keep blaming my mama for what happened to me in my childhood. You know, now, you know, I'm the captain of my ship. So I'm gonna take responsibility and I'm gonna turn this thing around, and I have. You know, I haven't been in no trouble since 17. Okay, I'm 53 now, and I've only had much success since I've been out of prison. Prison hasn't stopped me a bit, okay, because of my personality, you know, my robust thirst for knowledge and my fearlessness. You know, when people meet me, they looking to partner with me, give me opportunities and assist me in whatever I'm trying to do. So I've never had a problem since I've been out. It's only been a blessing for me. You know what I mean? It woke me up. It got me out of that limbo, blaming everybody else. Excuse me. Blaming everybody else for my problems. Okay? My problems are my problems. Okay? And it's for me to solve, not for me to run and complain to nobody else. And because of that philosophy, I have done very, very well. Okay? So, back to the situation. So I texted and told her, well, hey, we really don't have a good relationship. We never had one growing up. Never really had one since I'm an adult. I spend time with her, but, you know, pay me nothing. But if I let it slide, I would get nothing out of this. Okay? We already wasn't talking. I hadn't talked to her for 3 months already. And now you take my money in the midst of we not talking. So this really fortified in my mind that I'm just going to pretty much have to write her off. You know what I mean? Because she's desperate. She doesn't want to get off her butt and go back to work. But she needs a part-time job. That's what she needs. Because that money is not enough money. So that's the catalyst that made her look into my mail and saw that one of them was a check. And because I hadn't been over there in 3 months, it doesn't matter how long it's still my money. Okay? Still my money. Now, up to this point, I've been getting mail sent over there for 8 years. We've never had a problem until now. It's the first time this has ever happened. And of course, she's lied when she says she's going to borrow something. I give it to her, she won't, she act like she got amnesia. I understand that. I was all good with that because I wouldn't give her no more than $100 or $120, no more than that. And so I wouldn't expect it back, so I wasn't really tripping. But this $1,800, and then you forge my name somehow, and you got somebody, because I'm sure somebody had to help her, and she ain't smart enough to do this on her own. So I'm sure she got me with my sister or one of my sister friends, and they probably told her, because that's what they good at. They good at finessing the system and this type of stuff. So my motto is, at this point, I ain't never got to go back over there, And when the bank, when they get through tracing this, they're going to trace it. I don't know if it's going to come back to her, or is it going to come back to somebody else, some alias, or how it's going to happen. But if they give me back my check, and it somehow it's traced back to some alias, then I'll just let it go. But if it come back to her, and because basically she defrauded the bank. She thinks she just defrauded me, but she actually defrauded the bank as well. And so I don't think she thought this thing through, because now if it come back to her, because she confessed in a text message that she did it. So her husband didn't have anything to do with it. It was just all her. And the reason why she did it, because I owe her money, some money from 15 years ago, she said. And I'm thinking to myself, I done paid so many bills for this woman and never got a dime back from her. All those supposed to be loans. Now she claiming I owe her some money from way back 15 years ago. So if we come back to her and the bank wants to press charges, hey, I'm gonna step out of the way. I hate to see a 70-year-old woman going to prison for fraud, but at this point, I guess I'm gonna have to say I'm on board with it. You know what I mean? I'm on board with it, because she shouldn't have done this. You know what I mean? And I offered to start a business and let her run it. And I was just thinking, just going to the flea market, getting a booth. We got a really robust flea market scene here in Chicago, and it's thousands of people go there every weekend. So, and it's very, very huge. So I already went there and took her there and found out how much the booths cost. They always got some available, and I was gonna get the booth, order some stuff from Japan, China, Africa, all over, and bring it to the booth. We sell it, and I will pay her. So that way, she wouldn't have to go work in some other kind of establishment. She'd basically be sitting down all day. And when a customer comes to the booth, and she, get up and serve them or whatever. But the problem we was gonna have was the flea market from where she lives is about an hour drive each way. So I was gonna have to pay maybe one of my sister friends to take her. And since that girl don't have a job either, I was gonna just pay her and my mother to work the booth and teach them how to sell. You know, because I was a traveling salesman once before, selling home improvements. I sold real estate. You know, I had my own little convenience store where I did a bunch of sales. So I'm real good at sales, and I was gonna teach them how to do it, crash course. But since she's been acting funny lately, I decided against it. Excuse me, fellas. I decided against it. So, and she never brought it up again. That was a few months. That was about in the summer. So she never brought it up again. So she claimed that she's behind on all her bills, and that's the reason why she did it. So, the question I want to pose to you fellas, what would you do? And the backdrop is, your childhood was horrible. Okay, alcoholic mother, basically child neglect, abuse, just the lack of empathy, the lack of love, the lack of parenting skills, just anything that you could think of, we was basically deprived of. So to come through that, okay, go to prison at 17. No letters, no cards for birthdays. Keep in mind, I was in there for 6 years. No cards, no money on my commissary, on my books. No visits, no nothing, whole 6 years. Get out, make something of myself, right? Help her countless times since I've been out. Buy food for her, take her shopping, give her diamonds, watches, and change for a birthday, Valentine's Day, give her money, take her to concerts. I've done all kind of stuff for this woman. Just to have her turn around and steal my money. So, what would you do? Would you let her go to jail, or would you convince, if it's traced back to her and the bank, would you convince the bank to just leave it alone, or what would you do? That's my question that I'm posing to you fellas, giving this backdrop. Okay, I'm going by there today when I get off, and I'm gonna be back in Chicago in a few hours. Going by to today and have her husband bring out my mail, because I think I got a couple of credit cards in there. So I need to get all my mail. Then I'm going to try to go to the post office and have all my mail sent to my P.O. box for the next 90 days. And then have it done permanently, because she doesn't need any more access to my mail now that I know what time it is. So I want to know what you guys would do. Okay, I'm gonna show her husband, because she said that he didn't have anything to do with it, and I like this guy. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that he didn't have anything to do with it, and I'm not gonna do anything to him. I'm like, I'm gonna just let the police and the bank handle it. But I need my money, plain and simple, because I was planning on cashing that check already, and I already had 3 stocks lined up that I was gonna invest in. So they're holding up my investments. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Put in the comment section, what would you do, given if you was in my circumstance. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a video, and let people know we got some real life situations over here, man. And this will help you guys, so you can realize that your mother, you start doing good. People in your family are the main ones against you. I don't have a relationship with nobody in my family. None of my brothers, my sister, not my mother, none of my cousins, nobody. I can't trust nobody. I got maybe 1 or 2 cousins that I could possibly trust, and to be honest with you, I don't trust them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. So get back to me, guys. Let me know what you think, and then I'll respond to questions or concerns in your